Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Vanessa Elise, and today we are doing a pick a card reading for the new moon in Pisces. So new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, and because it's in Pisces, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so that means we are wrapping up some major endings and cycles. And so having a new moon with this last zodiac sign is a sign that, we are ready to step into new chapters of our life with new opportunities and new adventures that await us. And it's a time where we can really sit with our emotions and we can see how we're really feeling, where our subconscious minds are at, and so we can bring our subconscious minds to our conscious mind, so we can become aware of the things that have been going on in our lives so that we can fully shut out cycles, close them out without ever having to revisit them in old ways or in new ways. Because if we don't work out our emotions and things that are, happening at a subconscious level, they will repeat in our lives. And it doesn't mean that it's in the same situation or the same people or places, but the same energy will arise with different people in a different place, in a different situation. So we really want to understand where our psyche is at, where our emotions are at, and understand ourselves at a deeper level so we can really clear out old things, so we can really welcome in these fresh beginnings with open arms and set ourselves up for a beautiful foundation to grow upon and to build upon in our new way of being. So Pisces is very sentimental and sensitive, so it's really important that we, become aware of even, triggers that arise for us, really what makes us tick, so we can understand ourselves in that way as well. And then when you just observe those triggers, what is it that really makes you upset, or what is it that really gets to you? When you become aware of it, you can change the reaction to it. So instead of reacting, you can respond, and you can respond from a higher place instead of a reactive place. So for example, let's say someone has just cut you off on the road. Instead of cursing them out and getting so upset, you can take a deep breath, observe that, okay, I just got triggered there, I just got really annoyed, but instead of cursing them out, I am just going to take a deep breath and I'm going to bless them instead. I'm going to say, I forgive you, have a good day, I bless you, or whatever, however you want to do it, just as an example. So that you are literally changing, your response to certain situations, and over time, from changing your responses in those type of ways, you are able to overcome triggers that you've had. So this is very powerful. So understanding and learning about yourself on a deeper level is really going to help you up level in your way of being. And Pisces is also a sign that's really creative and also a little bit indecisive. So when you further kind of learn about yourself and understand yourself, you can make better decisions for yourself. And when you really sit with your feelings and see, the energy behind, a certain decision or plan of action, you can have a better time seeing what is for you and what is not based on that feeling. So let's say you have two options. One, makes your stomach feel a little bit queasy. Maybe you're just feels unsettled for whatever reason. And then the other option, you feel more of a sense of calm or a sense of peace, or a sense of happiness or joy. Then based on those feelings, you can decide what the best choice or option or plan of action is for you. And because of Pisces' ability to just shine its light on the dark areas of anything that comes up, it really allows us to find out, our shadows, those kind of negative aspects about ourselves that aren't too pleasant, And so we can become aware of those, shine our light of awareness on these aspects within ourselves so that we can become a better version as well. And then when we start shining our light within on, you know, what's going on with us, then we are able to shine light on any darkness that arises in our external environment as well, so we can find resolutions to problems. So with that being said, let's get started. So we have 3 piles here. So pile 1 is with the Wisdom Seekers Tarot deck, and we have the rose quartz here. So for balancing emotions, expressing yourself without hurting others, for forgiveness, acceptance. This beautiful edgy orange stone, I have no idea what it is. It is a man-made crystal, so I don't know how they made that, but they did it. So I would say this one is more for representing like your sensuality, more for, you know, feeling like in flow and feeling more like fluid in your mind and in your body, and, you know, connecting to your soul on a deeper level. And probably like based on these spikes of that orange stone, I would say like a little bit more edgy in nature, a little bit more like passionate and like outgoing, adventurous kind of vibe. And then we have the Archangel Michael deck with this one, with our animal dreaming totem deck. And then for the last pile, we have Tangerine Quartz, which is actually the Isis crystal. So that is very like empowering, full of like strong, balancing, like powerful energy, but it also brings like a sense of peace and clarity and like newness. And then we have our Isis Egyptian feminine wisdom cards with my classic tarot deck. So go ahead and close your eyes, connect with your breath, breathe deeply from your belly. Take about 3 long deep breaths, and when you open your eyes, you're gonna most likely be drawn to one of these 3 piles. Now, if you're drawn to more than one, then feel free to listen to more than one, but you're most likely gonna be drawn to like one of the 3. So take those deep breaths, and we will start with pile number 1. All right, so for those of you who chose pile number 1, here we are with our Wisdom Seekers Tarot deck. So we will see what comes up for you. We have 9 of Cups, beautiful energy, Ace of Wands, beautiful, Death, also beautiful, and the Emperor. Wow, I'm loving this energy. Okay, so here we have the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is a completion card. So it's where, you know, we have come to terms with our emotions. We've come to terms with the sensitivity and, you know, the lessons that we've learned. And we are able to fill into ourselves and, you know, in the way of loving ourselves, caring for ourselves. And because we're able to pour into ourselves in this deep, meaningful way, we are able to pour into others and have a lot of energy to give to others because of this. And you can see in this card, the cups just continue from one cup to the next cup to the next cup into this like infinite kind of flow. And there is more just like flow in the water here. So this is just showing that like there is an infinite like amount of like energy and positive emotions, positive flow moving through you. And as it moves through you, it moves through all the others in your life, all of the others, you know, in your surroundings. So like what this means to me is like, even like when you're walking down the street, you know, giving somebody a smile, that will just give somebody else so much joy and so much love, because, you know, maybe you're the first one that smiled at them in a long time. Maybe they're like, what did I do to deserve that smile, you know? And then that creates a ripple, because they're like, wow, like that is so kind. And just from that small act of kindness that you are just doing from like the kindness of your heart, that will have a ripple effect, and that will, you know, make somebody's day. And then, you know, they're gonna smile at somebody else, for example, and the list goes on. And so the more that you give that love to yourself, give yourself all the energy that you need, you know, in order to do your self-care and to feel good within your body, within your mind, within your spirit, the more that you will see this return back to you. But also you will see this like in your external environment all around you. You will see that everybody's cup is full, everybody is flowing with these positive emotions of love, of gratitude, of joy, and everyone is pouring into everyone. And that is just such a beautiful energy. And when, you know, everyone is feeling so whole, so complete, so much in their love and their joy, this just creates such a beautiful, positive space, a beautiful, positive atmosphere that can be felt, seen, you know, beyond even like this, you know, reality, or this, you know, that energy, it's like anchored into the earth, and it can be seen like even, you know, from the earth, like beings of like higher frequency, they're able to even pick up on this positive energy, this beautiful like atmosphere, and they can see that it like radiates, you know, beyond even like our physical plane, and it like is able to anchor onto our planet as a frequency of light, as a frequency of love. And the more people in our surroundings that are of this same vibration, we are just like kind of just building and building and building this positive energy up, so that it is completely solid, so that it is firm, that it is anchored. This light is like firmly, like it's like a foundation of light, if that makes sense. Like we're like, let's say if we're trying to build like a house right here, you know, building a house of light, we are building the strongest foundation ever, because of the positive emotions, because of the self-love that we give into ourselves, that we can pour out of ourselves to others. So that is beautiful. And because of that, we are able to, you know, like venture out to like other places, you know, that we've never been, that we've never seen, because we are like in our trust, in our faith, and we are just like ready to explore, knowing that like there is like beautiful things to see, there's beautiful things to experience, and that like, you know, everything is going to work out for the best because of this high vibrational frequency. Because when you're in such a high vibe state, things of a lower vibrational nature, they just can't live in the same space. So this just shows how much positivity, how much like health and wealth and like amazing energy is in this situation, is within you, is within your surroundings. And, you know, they're sailing off into their new beginnings. You can see in the background, because they've completed their cycles and they are ready for something new. So then we have the Death card. So the Death card, I would say, is coming up from, because we are able to understand our emotions on a deeper level. We were able to, you know, see our triggers for what they were. We were able to really see, you know, any shadows within us, and we were able to heal those shadows, so that we could be our light selves, you know, we could be our higher selves and embody that. We put an end to, you know, a cycle that has been around for a long time. We've laid it to rest, and because we've laid it to rest, because we've dealt with these situations, and, you know, we've dug everything up to its core, to like look at everything in the eye and see where it's coming from and deroot it all, lay it completely to rest. We were able to finally step into this new beautiful beginning that just feels so whole and complete, that is just like ready for these new opportunities, new adventures, full of love, full of heart, full of harmony and balance, because we've seen the darkness, we've uprooted it, we've seen it for what it is, and we're choosing the light instead. So that is beautiful. So death to an old situation, making room for beautiful new beginnings. And here we have the Ace of Wands. So this Ace of Wands shows that, you know, you have a beautiful like power and strength within you, and that you are able to really like have this strong sense of like inspiration and passion within you. And it's like super magical, and in the way of your beliefs, the way, you know, that you think, and the way that your mind works now from like dealing with all your shit essentially, you're being able to live with so much power, because you're embodying your soul essence. And because of this, you are coming from a place of such wholeness that you can really create amazing things in your life. And you have the strength and the power within you to like know what is for you and what you need to do to make whatever you need to make happen. So this card just shows that there is so much growth and so much to gain and experience from this card, and it has an amazing sense of energy of like, as you can see from this card, you know, there's been so much like buildup of like creative expression that's been wanting to come out, and it's been building and building and building, but like through all the layers of like the dead weight that we were working through, all of this stuff that was just weighing us down and holding us back and keeping us from expressing our divine and true nature, from expressing ourselves completely in the ways that we've been really wanting to, that have been held up in like this volcano that's been just like waiting to erupt. We finally laid these situations to rest, and now because of this creation, this passion, this inspiration is just ready to explode and like, you know, completely come out into your experience. You know, you're completely ready to just like unleash all, you know, the juiciness of your soul, and you're just like ready to like let it all out in all like forms, and you're able to, you know, feel so good and so like whole in the way that, you know, you're beginning to express yourself. And you know, this could be in the form of like art or music or dance, or you know, something like totally like fresh and new that is just like yours, like your amazing creation or what have you. Like there is just something amazing that is like waiting to be like birthed from you, almost like it's like wants to just like fully come out into full expression, because it's been waiting so long to come out, and now it's coming out with full force, and there's nothing anybody can do to hold it back, because you are in your light, you are in your positive emotions, you're in your faith and your trust, in your self-love and your wholeness. And because of this, you are able to really let it all out and like fully just express yourself on every level, and just so connected to like your soul purpose, your essence, your like anything and everything that fulfills you. Like you're just like ready to let it all out and to embrace it all. So that is just like so beautiful. And then we have Emperor. So through all of, you know, your situations of your life that have been heavy and hard, you've gained so much knowledge and insight, and like you've grown so much as a person, and it's so beautiful. And so now, based on all of these hard things that you've had to endure, you're coming out now as this Emperor. You're able to use your experiences to help others that have, you know, been in similar situations or maybe even worse situations. You're able to use your knowledge and insights from your experiences to help guide others to a path of wholeness, to a path of love, to a path of joy and fulfillment. because you are just sitting in your strength and in your power with so much wisdom from everything that, you know, you've overcome. And, you know, you have this sense of like calmness and peace, and there's just this higher level of energy and vibration, knowing that like anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish. Anything that you want to create in your life, you will create. Just in this total space of just like peace and like knowing that like you have everything you need within you. And like, you know that like through every single experience, it has all been worth something. It had all held value. And you understand this at such a deep level now. And because of that, you feel grateful for even the hardest and most challenging and darkest situations that have come up for you, because you see the light in them, you've seen the growth from them. You've just like been able to see that, yes, you had to deal with such crazy times, but because of that, you are such a more experienced and so much wiser. You have so much more like willpower and strength and determination within you, because you've developed so much like from your soul, and you have just like leveled up on so many levels, because of everything that you've gone through. And now because of that, you can just sit on your throne in peace and know that you do not have to chase anything, that anything that is meant for you will flow to you, will come to you. And because you are just like so in this knowing, through your peace, that like all is as it's meant to be, that you are just like in your complete, you know, soul essence, your full expression of you, and you're able to, you know, create so much abundance for yourself, for those around you, for those that you love. And you're able to impact so many people because of your wisdom and because of everything that you've gone through. So that is absolutely beautiful. So like from these cards here, like you can see you have overcome so much. You've laid it to rest. It's gone, it's died. And, you know, from the ashes, you were able to burst like alive, rebirth as the phoenix, a whole new version of you because of all the challenging experiences that you faced. You are now the emperor, and you're able to help others, lift others up, bring joy to others, and help them so that they are able to like fill up their cup with so much love, with so much like peace and grace and balance, that, you know, you are creating this infinite flow of love, this infinite flow of energy that just pours into itself and everyone and everything around you. So this is such like masterful, like beautiful energy. So like whoever you are, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you, everything that you've overcome. You are such a beautiful soul, and the world is like so blessed to have you, your wisdom, your knowledge, and your experiences to share. So thank you for being you. Have a wonderful new moon in Pisces. You deserve all of the wonderful blessings that await you. Take care. Bye. Hello, group 2. If you chose this spiky, beautiful crystal here, this is your message. So first we have some Archangel Michael cards. We have Believe and Trust, Honor and Trust Your Feelings. Okay, confirmation there. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. And we have our animal dreaming. And we have our animal dreaming totem. We have Magpie in balance. Gorgeous. All right. So believe and trust. So in this card, you know, how we have So we have two like trust cards here. So this tells me that there's like something going on in your environment or your surroundings that has you like feeling like you're not really able to trust yourself, or you're second guessing yourself, which is normal in this Pisces new moon, because Pisces can be a very indecisive sign. So having this come up is confirmation that yes, your guidance is trustworthy, so trust what comes up for you. If there's like a gut feeling that comes up during a situation, trust that. That is a sign that you are meant to listen to. So anytime you're feeling uneasy or queasy or just like not feeling right, there is something in that situation that isn't as it seems. So keep an eye open, trust your instincts. And when we hear, honor and trust your feelings, there's one thing to just, to be like, okay, like I'm pretty sure this is the right thing to do, but no, honor your feelings. Not only trust, but honor what comes up for you, because it isn't coming up just willy-nilly. It is coming up strong and hard, so you can see it, face it, and see what is really coming up, so that you don't get the rug pulled out from under you. Because if you don't trust and honor your feelings, then, and you go against your guidance system, then likely a situation is going to happen that could have been avoided if you had just listened and honored and tuned in, instead of just like ignoring it and like sweeping it under the rug. So believe and trust in yourself, and honor and trust your feelings. So two trust cards coming up, hard and strong. So we have thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. Beautiful. So I'll read that once again, so you can repeat these words after me. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. Beautiful. So we have that gorgeous card, listen to your heart. And then we have believe and trust. Before going to sleep tonight, say, repeat these words, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Beautiful. So I'm going to put this card right up to the camera. And if you like, you can screenshot it. So then you can read it before you go to bed. Hopefully you can see that. Should be good. So perfect. So you have that little prayer to say before you go to bed tonight, so you'll be filled with confidence, strength, and courage to honor and listen to your feelings and your guidance system. And so that while you're sleeping, Archangel Michael can help you in your dream state and replace any fears that you have within yourself with total, complete faith and trust. So that is beautiful. Ask Archangel Michael to help, because he is here for you. All you have to do is ask, but we are in a planet of free will, so you must ask or he cannot enter. So don't forget to do that tonight before you go to sleep, and he will help you and assist you in your dreams. So now we have keep your eyes on the targeted intention. So if you're like questioning something, asking your guidance about something, and it's coming up, listen to that first. But also, like, what is your intention? Like, what are you trying to do here? Like, what is this vision that you have that like you want to like create for yourself? And like, make sure that what you're trying to achieve or what you're trying to be set out to do is in alignment with the highest version of you. And when it is in alignment with you, it has no other choice but to show up in your reality. When you are in alignment with it, and when you believe and trust in your guidance, and you listen to the guidance system, and you move beyond fear and move into this love and this faith and this trust, your vision and your your intention will become more and more clear. And so when you keep your eyes on your targeted intention, like this card is saying, then it has no other choice but to like show up in your life, essentially. So the prayer for this is, thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. So when you have an intention that you've set that is of the highest and greatest good for all, you know that it's benefiting you, but benefiting all others as well. And when you release any fears or doubts that are attached to, you know, this outcome, then you will be able to have so much more clarity and so much more like oomph to like go after and like take steps towards that destination or towards your goal or wherever you want to go. And because of this, you will have this confidence and courage to go towards your dreams. So this card is like really saying, really focus on your intention, what you want to do, what you want to achieve. And by eliminating any fears or doubts, you are just like making a straight way for your intention, for your goal. And it has no other way of, you know, there's no other way about it other than to like show up for it to show up for you. Because if you're so clear on it, so focused on it, and you're taking those bold, courageous, like powerful steps towards it, it has to unfold for you. There is no other way, because you believe in your faith and your trust that this is meant for you, that this is what you will achieve, and so you will do it, gosh darn. And because of this, like, you will feel so good, so whole, so like complete, because you are putting all your energy and all your focus towards this positive intention that not only will benefit you, but it's going to benefit everybody that's involved as well. So that is just beautiful. So lay any fears or doubts to rest. Believe and trust in yourself. Honor and trust your feelings, because that will really help guide you and give you discernment for what is for you and what is not, so you can clearly see what steps you need to take and clearly see the path that's meant for you, that is in alignment with your intention and with your goals. So that is gorgeous. And if you have, you know, your targeted goal or intention in mind, see it in your mind's eye, visualize it, feel as though, you know, it's happening for you in this time and in this space, knowing that, like, you know, and just seeing like step by step all of the things that, you know, will come from this situation being complete, the wonderful, beautiful feelings that arise within you when you've achieved your goal. And this will just like further help anchor in this reality, because if this is your intention and this is, you know, part of your, you know, your soul, that like you are going to do this, like this is like meant for you, then this is already a blueprint that's like out there in the universe. And by you focusing your intention on it and like creating it in your mind, you are pulling it towards you, you are attracting it into your life because you are in alignment with it. And so this is going to really help you, you know, pull your intention, pull your goal towards you even more swiftly, as long as you erase those fears and doubts. So now we have Magpie with balance. So this is 7 and 2, 27, which is 9. So 9 is a number of completion. So it's a sign of endings. It's a sign of experience and wisdom. And 9s are about, you know, having like wisdom and sharing your insights with others. It's about compassion and giving and, you know, sharing what you have, like whether that be your knowledge, whether that be your love, whether that be, you know, the things that you have in your life that, you know, that bring you joy. So you're sharing that joy with others. So this is a number of like sensitivity. 9 is a number of fulfillment, of like taking the high road, of like overcoming like situations so that you're able to like forgive and forget, so that you're able to have and share your intelligence, so that you're able to lead from a higher space, a higher level of awareness and consciousness. 9 comes from like a space of creativity and fulfillment. So this is a beautiful number to have come up with all of these things. So based on this, I really do feel like you are, removing those doubts, removing those fears. You are completing that cycle, and by doing so, you are able to carry so much positive energy. You're being able to, share your knowledge and insights with others, come from a really compassionate and wonderful place, a place of like creative expression and fulfillment, and sharing your wisdom and your gifts. So that is beautiful. Let's see what else Magpie has to say. So in this card, Magpie represents balance. So I will just flip these around so you can just gaze at the beautiful imagery. All right. Magpie is the bringer of balance, the yin and yang of the bird world, an agent of awareness, the embodiment of the opposites that are equal, and the force that champions the attainment and correct use of esoteric knowledge. She demonstrates that spiritual knowledge and the power that comes with it must be approached with a committed, objective mindset. It cannot be attained overnight or bought with money. Information gleaned during a weekend workshop, for example, can only ever be considered a foundation on which real learning that comes with experience and practice takes place. True wisdom must be deserved. It must be gathered over a lifetime of study and embraced as a way of life. It must become a path of the heart, explored with absolute devotion. Before questing for spiritual attainment, for example, we must first dedicate ourselves to becoming a whole person, a process that involves surrendering our familiar self to spirit, so that our authentic self, hidden deep within, can emerge reborn. We must be prepared to face our fears and conquer them, and turn our weaknesses into strengths and our darkest hours into gifts of power. In becoming a whole person, we embark on an expedition to reclaim inner balance and authority, and in doing so, find ourselves stepping out of our comfort zone into the unknown. Magpie is a doorkeeper to the other realms, a guardian who lets only those willing to honor the sacred balance between the good and bad, light and dark, and feminine and masculine in all things to explore her world. If Magpie has swooped into your cards today, you are being guided to a place of awareness. You are being shown how to better understand the innate marriage between the opposites that are equal and the duality within all things. You are being primed for a deepening of purpose and a broadening of perception. Magpie's arrival heralds an obligatory confrontation of fears, the reshuffling of thoughts, review of values, and loosening up of everything that has offered sustenance and strength up until now. It means being ready to walk a path of the heart, to find a place of inner freedom, a quest for a better understanding, for the poise that resides within you and everything of nature. Beautiful. So this card just shows that, there is light and there is darkness within this world, and we would not appreciate the light if it weren't for the darkness. If we ourselves haven't experienced darkness, we wouldn't be able to be in the light. We wouldn't have been able to choose the light in the same way, and we wouldn't be able to appreciate it in the same way either. And because of the darkness, that has come up for us in our lives, we've been able to see the light in it. We've been able to see the wisdom that it brings and the beautiful growth that evolves from that darkness or from a more negative experience. And, even, that situation itself, seemingly bad or dark, is not bad because it has so much to teach us, so that it has so much that we can learn from. And because of those things, that have happened, that we experience, we are able to, overcome that, face those fears, see the light in the darkness, and, step into the direction that feels good for our souls. When we can kind of reshuffle, our labels of good and bad, we are able to understand the world from a deeper level and know that things aren't so black and white. When we're able to have a different perspective of situations, we're able to have so much more knowledge and insight come from that, because we can see things from a different perspective or a different perception. And when we can understand the duality more, between the light and the dark, the good and the bad, we can really find the good in the bad. We can really find the light in the dark. because of the lessons that it teaches us and the growth that comes from it as well when we learn the lessons and when we see the truth of like why it's representing it or why it's presenting itself or like why it's expressing itself in that way. And when we come to terms with whatever lesson is needing to be seen or learned, then we are able to experience more light, and we're able to, have so much more wisdom, and we're able to make choices that are more fulfilling and fueling to our souls. And, things that used to resonate with us, in one way of being isn't going to resonate with us in another way of being when we start to, work through our shadows, when we start to see the light in the darkness. We're able to see, we're able to have a different perspective of situations when they arise, and we're able to respond in a different manner to different experiences that are reflected to us, because our reality is a reflection of us being shown back to us. So when there's darkness shown in the world, we have to really see, okay, what is the darkness within me that is expressing itself in this way? What am I not seeing that has to be shown to me in this way? Is there this internal struggle within me still that I haven't faced or dealt with? Or what is the fear within me still that is being expressed in this way, so that I see it for what it is? And when we begin to look at situations in that way, we're able to have a shift of perspective and perception, and we're able to understand ourselves on a deeper level, our unconscious and conscious minds, and we're able to really, change the way we respond to our reality, and we're able to, make a difference in the way that we act on a daily basis, so that we can come from a higher place of awareness, and so that we can see that all is as is for a reason, that there is darkness and light for a reason, that there is duality for a reason, and all the lessons that it provides for us is so valuable. So when we're able to really, honor the light and the dark, honor the masculine and the feminine, honor the duality that lies within us and around us, we are able to really, express ourselves in a whole new way, and we're able to gain so much more out of life and out of our experiences that we have on a daily basis. So I think that this is really beautiful to have come up, because this just shows that okay, yes, trust and believe in yourself, trust and honor your feelings, and how it brings up those fears and doubts. Yes, see those doubts and fears for what they've been. See where those doubts and fears have come from. Why have they represented themselves in that way? Why have they expressed themselves in that way? What is it within them that you haven't dealt with yet? Can you dig deeper? Can you go to the roots of those doubts, of those fears? Where was the first time you ever felt that? When was the first time you ever experienced something like that? And dive deeper into the root cause and see that darkness, shine that light on that darkness. Where is it coming from? Where did it start root from? And so you can gain so much experience or so much wisdom from whatever you've gone through, from whatever, shadows that still live within you. Because when you really understand your shadows more, when you understand your triggers, the darkness within you, you're able to see it for what it is, and you're able to make a difference. You're able to shift because of that awareness. And it all, it's dependent on what you want out of life. But if you do have goals and intentions, to be the highest version of you, or to help humanity, for example, then, honoring the dark within you is going to be one of the first steps towards taking that enlightened path, so that you can really see the truth of what has happened, so that you can understand why the things have happened the way that they have, and what were the deeper lessons that you've had to learn from those fears, from those doubts, so you can extract all that knowledge and wisdom and carry it forward in a new light, so that you can use these times of darkness, these fears and doubts to your advantage, so that they can become your strengths, and so that you can really power yourself forward to be the person that you've always wanted to be the person that you are meant to be. So you can honor yourselves in all aspects of yourselves, know that everything was purposed, and that you are the beautiful person you are today because of each and every experience. Every dark or like challenging experience you've overcome has made you and shaped you and molded you into the person that you are today, and that is something to be grateful for. So I hope you have a beautiful new moon in Pisces. Have a wonderful day. Take good care. Thank you so much for joining me. Lots of love to you. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the beautiful tangerine quartz, our Isis crystal with the Isis Oracle and classic tarot deck. This is your reading. So we have Wings of Isis, Truths Unveiled, the World in Reverse. Oh, the Wheel in Reverse and the World in Reverse. That's so weird. I said the World in Reverse and then the World of Reverse actually showed up. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay. Let's see. All right. What's going on here? Why are these in reverse? I don't like that. All right. That's okay. Because when this happens, it just means that we can redirect the energy. This is just an energy reading based on the potentials. So when we become aware of what's going on, we have the power to change our circumstances. So we still have time to turn these reverses upside down to get the benefits of these juicy cards, because there is so much potential here, and the fact that they're in reverse is not what I want to see. So let's get into this energy and see where we can flip things around here. Okay. So we have Wings of Isis. So you have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into the human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. Beautiful. So this is saying you have a special relationship with angels. So if you have like seen or felt like a beautiful presence, maybe like a brush on your shoulder and there's nothing there, or maybe like a tingling sensation down your back, or just like a sense of like love around you or within you out of nowhere, this is a sign from your angels. They can also speak to you through numbers, like repeating numbers, or through signs, like perhaps through a feather. For example, I really wanted a sign from my angels a few weeks ago, so I asked them, like, please clearly give me a sign from my angels. I would love to know that you're with me. And I went for a walk, and a stick kind of like shoved itself into my jacket out of nowhere. And I love doing intention magic, so I like whipped that stick out, and I'm like, this must be my message. So I was walking all through the park and like drawing like little sigils all over the snow for like my intention magic. I'm like, oh, what a wonderful sign. And then I get home because I was waiting for my mom. So I get home and we get inside, and she's like, oh, like, I really want to give you this right away because a friend of mine gave this to me, or gave one of these to me, and I really wanted to give one to you too. And she hands me this little sachet with a gemstone angel in it. This was literally half an hour after I asked for a sign for my angels. So this to me was like super synchronistic, and I was like, oh wow, the angels heard me. Like that is not a coincidence, like no way. So to me personally, I think I had 2 signs from the angels. Maybe the stick wasn't part of it, but I think it was, because I wasn't planning on doing intention magic all over the park, yet I did, because that when, I didn't just throw that stick away. I'm like, what is this stick doing, trying to jab me in the eye? No, I'm like, oh, sign from my angel, now I can do intention magic everywhere. So ask for a sign from your angels. If you don't know what it is, just like say it out loud. Angels of the highest and greatest good. I mean, angels of course are of the highest and greatest good, but it's nice to say that anyways. Just to know. I guess there could be dark angels, I don't know. But just say, you know, angels or my spiritual guidance team, or angels, I don't know. Do whatever you like. I like to say my angels of the highest and greatest good. So please show me a sign that you're present with me. Please show me a sign or give me a sign that you're with me, that, you know, you're giving me love, giving me power, giving me strength, these kinds of things. Ask for a sign and they will provide you with a sign. So do that. That is your homework. And you will be just shocked as to like the symbols or synchronicities that arise after you start having a connection to your angels and start talking with them, because they are with you. But you know, we are in a planet of free will, so if you don't ask for their assistance, they really can't help you that much. So once you start having an open communication with them, they can help you more than you realize. But the first step is to just ask, you know, for a sign, ask for their assistance, and they will be there to support you and help you and guide you. So that is beautiful. So part of your soul purpose, this says, is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into the human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. So this itself is confirmation that, you know, your team of angels is around you. They're with you. You know, whether you've asked for them or not, they are present with you. And, you know, the more that you have contact with them and speak to them and have that line of communication opened up, the more they can assist you and like have their, you know, intervention in your life to make sure that, you know, everything is gravy and going, you know, as planned and, you know, in alignment with the highest and greatest good. So for example, you can ask them for angelic assistance and to turn this wheel upside right, and then turn this world upside right. Like, angels of the highest and greatest good, please help group 3 reverse, bring their wheel of fortune and their world cards upright. Please help them in whatever way they need it most. There we go. I set that intention for you so you can, you know, carry on that energy and ask for that assistance as well. So, truths unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. So, you know, this card is saying that anytime you feel, you know, uncomfortable or not great, or like, you know, a little bit anxious, or like your stomach's a little bit nauseous or something, and there's no really reason for it, observe your surroundings, observe what's going on for you, like what's going on in that situation, who is it that's around you, because there's something coming up at face value that like is trying to be perceived as a certain way, but underlying that energy, it is not what it's pretending to be. Do not take this at face value. Trust what you're feeling within your gut, because your gut will never lie to you. You have a second brain in your gut, and it is always picking up on, you know, your external environment. So it will go off when things aren't as they seem, and it will, you know, it can shock you, because, you know, out of nowhere you could all of a sudden be feeling so queasy, or like so just like uncomfortable, or just like anxious or nervous, or just like not right. And whenever that happens, just like take a mental note and scan your environment, scan the situations, who's the people around you, what's taking place right now, and guaranteed there is something that is going on that is trying to deceive you, that is trying to, you know, show its face to you in a way, and trying to trick you, and show you something that it's really not. So pay attention, pay close attention. And we have these energies are trying to knock you off your path. You know, maybe they're trying to lead you down a wrong direction so that you can't have your world, so that you can't have your wheel of fortune and all these blessings that are meant for you and that are made for you. So don't let these people, you know, rip the rug out from under you and deceive you, because you need to trust your feelings. And if these energies are picking up that you don't trust yourself, that you don't trust your own guidance, that you don't trust your feelings, that you don't believe in yourself, that you have fears and doubts that are you know, that are taking hold and that are convincing you to like go the other direction of your soul, you know, going the wrong way. When other energies, negative entities, negative people, when they catch this vibe from you, they will take advantage of you. They will tell you what you want to hear, but you cannot trust them, especially if your feelings and your instincts are trying to tell you otherwise. Always listen to your guts. Always listen to your feelings, because if this is the case, then they do not want what's best for you, and they are trying to take your fortune. They are trying to take your blessings, because if they can't have them, then you can't have them. And you do not want people in your life that are like that. Like, no matter how much, you know, they've meant to you in the past or whatnot, you don't know, like, sometimes, like, what people have, what darkness people have hiding within them, that maybe they don't even realize that they have it hiding within them because they haven't been aware of it yet. And, you know, it's just so important to listen to your feelings, because you do not want somebody to deceive you and like take away what is meant for you when it is so clearly yours, when there's clearly so much potential here for you. Like this in the Wheel of Fortune, like this is just like so many blessings coming from all different directions, so many opportunities. And you know, when this card is in reverse, you see that the devil is upright. So I'll show you. So when the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, that devil is on top. You do not want to feed the devil. No, you want to feed the angel. You want to feed the higher power. So if something is arising within your environment and telling you that something isn't as they seem, trust your instincts, because you do not want the devil to win. Because he doesn't have your best interest at heart. No. He wants to use your fears and your doubts, your self-sabotage as energy, as fuel to his fire, so he can take away your blessings. And you do not want that. So listen to your thoughts and feelings. And, you know, if you have to cut out people in your life, do so. You know exactly who they are. If their name pops into your head right now, yes, that is exactly who they are. You need to just chop them out. You can do a cord clearing meditation with that, because sometimes you can have energetic cords that link you to certain people, places, situations. So I will link a really wonderful cord clearing meditation for you, so that you can cut the cords with whoever it is that popped in your mind, because I know someone popped in your mind and you might want to like be like, no, I love that person, like they would never hurt me. Maybe you don't know them as well as you thought you did, you know? So awareness is key. Trust and believe in yourself and your feelings. That's all I have to say about that one. Because you want your blessings. Your blessings want you so bad. And like, you just have to honor yourself, honor your angels, ask the angels for assistance and divine intervention. And like, just, you can say to your angels, you know, please, like if there is angels, you just say, angels, please, if there is anyone in my life that is untrustworthy, please show me the signs, period. Please show me the signs. Please clearly show me who I can trust and who I cannot trust. Please tell me who is trying to swipe that rug out from under me, and you will see the signs. Trust me, you will see the signs. You will know, and you'll have this inner knowing that you can't even try to, you know, make your mind like think the other way. Like, no, when you know. So go get your blessings because you deserve them. Trust your angels, trust yourself. These blessings are yours, so we are going to keep the wheel upright because nobody is taking anything from you. You are stronger and more powerful, and you are just going to release those doubts, fears, and you are going to see people and places and things for what they truly are, and you will have the discernment as to what is for you and what is not, so that you can have these blessings come in, so that you can have this divine intervention and confirmation as to who you can trust and who you can't, so you can move forward with clarity in those steps towards your fortune. And then, you know, the world has like so many like opportunities and blessings, and like the world and the fortune to me are like two of the best cards in the deck for like opportunity and for wealth and for, you know, expansion, for evolution, for just like up leveling, for like giving you, you know, opportunities and blessings that are like otherworldly and, you know, just seem too good to be true, but they're not because you deserve it. And if this was truly like a negative reading, there would be other cards that would have shown up over these two cards. So having the World and the Wheel show up shows how much potential there is in this situation. Once you connect with your angels and you can clearly see who you can trust and who you can't, case closed. Like, your fortune, your wealth, your blessings are yours. But you have to trust your feelings and you have to trust your angels and listen to the confirmation when it comes and when it arises for you, and trust it and chop out the people that you need to chop out those situations, those places. Let it go, let it go, let it go, because you do not want them to prevent you from experiencing your opportunities and your blessings that you want so bad, that are meant for you, that are yours. They're literally in your hands. They're like 2 steps away. So yes. And you can see like this woman is just so free. She is like infinitely, you know, she's just like in this infinite like flow of life and love. So much opportunity, so much potential around her, so many like things that she can experience. Basically, this is the card of the world is your oyster. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Whatever you want to achieve, you are the magician. You have the power to manifest that. You have the power to create that. The world is in your hands. You can do anything. You can go anywhere. You can be anyone. Like, as long as, you know, you're staying true to yourself, you can literally have the world in your hands, and you can experience and live life to the absolute fullest and be so abundant and just like so in your like self-fulfillment, in your joy, in your love. And you know, this is just like, you know, she is just like in the skies. Like, this is just like such a perfect depiction of like divine like love energy, divine like potential and opportunities and flow. And when you go with the flow of life, you know, more of like what you want and what you need just comes to you effortlessly without you having to do anything, just attracting all these beautiful people, situations, places. But this cannot flow to you if you do not trust yourself, if you do not trust your instincts, if you do not trust your angels, if you let somebody rip the carpet out from under you, if you take things at face value. This wheel of fortune, these blessings, this wealth, this expansion, this beautiful energy cannot be yours if you allow yourself to be deceived. So keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled, trust your instincts, trust your guts, please, 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 please. Because I really want you to experience this wheel of fortune and this world, because it is in your hands, it is in your palms, you know, it is already yours. Such beautiful energy. This is yours. Trust yourself. You are so much more powerful than you might think. Trust your instincts, trust your guts, ask your angels to intervene. Please ask them to clearly show you who you can trust and who you cannot. Okay? Let me pull one more card for you. I got you. Got you. You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna do two things for you. I'm gonna pull another card and I'm gonna let you ask a question. I just forgot to do these for the other reading, so unfortunately you're not gonna get that. But you do. So ask if that person is coming to mind right now. Please ask right now. Say, is so-and-so trustworthy? Or you can say it the other way. Is so-and-so trying to deceive me? Or is so-and-so deceptive? Or is so-and-so trying to take my world and my wheel of fortune? Ask it in whatever way you wish, okay? And I'm just going to connect with my pendulum. Okay, go ahead and ask your question. If it does a circle, it's a yes. If it does a line, it's a no. So that's a yes. That's a big yes. And we have King in reverse. So this king is not like, this king holds on to his wand for strength and inspiration and knows that he can do anything as long as he holds his inspiration, as he holds his passions within his palms. He knows that there is unconditional like growth and evolution that will come from this. So this card shows that you should hang on to your passions and your inspirations, what brings you joy, what brings you fulfillment, and keep going in that direction. Because the more you go towards your inspirations, your passions, your joy, your fulfillment, the more this will lead you to your wheel of fortune and the world. So the joys, the passion, the fulfillment, that is your key to your world card, to your wheel of fortune. So I hope that brings you clarity. Have a wonderful new moon in Pisces. Take great care. Sending you so much love. You deserve all your blessings and all your fortune. They are yours. And so it is.